Okay, guys, today is a mock test. Okay, today is mock test, and one of the trainee attending mock test. It's a sample mock test. Almost we finished up five areas like DME, IDOCS, FI2MM, FI2SD, and OTC and P2P. So as discussed earlier, so once these sessions are finished up, then we will have mock test. So today is mock test with one of our trainee. He is already attending the sessions for the last 10-15 days. Hi, madam. Hi, hello. How are you? How is going?
Sir, doing good, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but I'm not so confident about IDOC. Other things, I'm okay. IDOC, I need little more preparation. I think it's a bit difficult.
Okay. Have you prepared well or not?
Other things, yes, I am.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. Let's start the mock test. Hi, ma'am. How are you? How is going? Is everything well or not?
Yes, sir, everything going well.
Okay. I just watched your resume. Years of experience in SAP HANA.
Sir,
So,
is that sound coming from my side?
yeah, tell me your qualification and experience and all.
Okay. So my name is Anita. I have overall 6+ years of experience in SAP, out of which 3 years as an SAP FICO consultant and 3 years as an accounts payable end user. As an as a SAP consultant, I have been involved with one implementation project and 2 support projects. In the implementation project, our client was XYZ company. They have they belongs to home appliance industry, and they have a wide variety of products such as chimneys, hobs, and all. So currently, I am in the support project of the same client, which we have done the implementation. Before this project, we were doing I was joined as a associate consultant in that support project, which was for ABC Limited, and I was taking care of P2 and P3 and P4 tickets in that project, and currently I'm working with ABC Limited. So this is the overall picture about my project experience.
Okay, fine. In which areas you are very much strong?
I am confident with AP, AR, GL. In my implementation project, I was more into AP and AR.
Okay. See, have you configured any DME or IDOCS related?
Yes, sir, DME.
Okay. So, what kind of format you have created or copied? There is a format, right? XML file format. What kind of format? So your client for requirement, you copied or you created any new DME file format?
Yes, sir. I have copied in my old project. We have copied from the uh, file of auto plan one. So we made the alteration on that structure. So for that, actually, yeah,
What is that file format?
it's an XML format.
No, that file format is India. Which one?
It's actually Hong Kong's one. Hong Kong.
Okay, can you describe that file format details, like how the file format has been structured?
I would like to, I would start from the DME itself. DME is means data medium exchange, which enables to define file format that meet the requirements of a financial institution. So the banks of financial institutions define these. They'll have their own file format, which we have to send the payment advice, payment related details in that format. So that this was the format which the organization and the banks usually got the understanding, and we made the customization and the other specifications on that format. So for this configurations, we did under T code DME. And once we open DME, we can we have to give the file name, and we have to provide the tree type, like PM, or whether it is XML format or flat file that we have to define, and then it will be opened in the format tree page. There we have to define our attributes, like whether we have what all attributes we have to define, that we should do there. And in the left hand side, we have to create the notes. In that notes, we have to assign the what are the details has to come in the header part, and what are the details has to come in the line parts, that we have to define this there in element or XML attributes or technical notes. Whatever it is, we have to map it there. And after doing that, then we have to the next step will be in under T code OPM1, and there we have to create a new payment medium workbench. We have to select the format we created in the DME, and whether it's a print medium or electronic medium, or select the type of file, whichever it is, whether it is an IDOC file or XML file.
Okay, fine. For what kind of business transactions this DME file format should be used?
Sorry,
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
type of?
for what kind of business transactions DME file format should be used? You said you are using one DME file format, right?
Yes.
So for which transactions this DME file format should be used?
For the payments, you mean?
What kind of payments?
Yes, payment. For this, electronic. What to say, the bank transfer. You mean? Sorry, I don't understand your question correctly.
Tell me, what are the payment methods that is linked with this DME file format?
For this one, we have defined the payment. Sorry, sir, one second.
Tell me for which payment methods this DME file format has been assigned.
We have assigned the payment method T for. So just 1 minute, my kid is making a noise.
What are the business scenarios are there with this DME tree configuration? Is there any business scenarios?
Business scenarios. No, sir. I don't know that.
Okay, for DME tree creation, any ABAP requirement is there?
Yes, we use the for the customization part, we have you taken the help from the ABAP team for the in the format attributes. If we need to add any table or data input, then we need the help of an ABAP team.
But which cases exactly? Tell me. Okay, so have you involved FI2MM integration?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, tell me examples of account modifier.
Account valuation modifier.
Account modifier. Tell me in which cases account modifier comes into picture. General modifier, you know very well, right?
Yes.
Tell me why general modifier should be used.
General modifier will be used for especially for the transaction keys of PRD, GBB, and the KON, which helps to post different GL accounts with the same transaction key.
Okay, tell me the examples of account modifiers.
Account modifier.
What exactly is the difference between valuation modifier and the general modifier?
Valuation modifier is also called as valuation grouping code, which actually valuation modifier is like if we are grouping together the valuation areas, whether it is a company, whether we are doing the valuation on the basis of company code or the plan, then uh, that means the valuation modifier.
Goods issued to production order. What is the movement type? Goods issued to production order. Tell me the movement type number and journal entry.
Goods issued to production.
Production order.
Goods issued to production.
Tell me some of the movement types which you know.
Movement type 101, goods issued to with respect to PO. Then the account will be inventory account debtor to GRIR, clearing account credit, and movement type 201, which is goods issued to cost center. Then inventory account debtor to
Okay.
I mean SX to GPB.
What is the purpose of the valuation class?
Valuation class is the classification of materials on the basis of material type, whether it is a raw material or finished goods, or so based on that we'll do the valuation class.
Okay. Why the material valuation is required?
Material valuation, based on that only then we will be able to connect the GL accounts when we do the transactions based on the valuation of the goods. We do the category of that, then on the basis of that we assign the GL accounts.
Okay. Where we need to activate material ledger?
Activate material ledger in OMWM.
No. Okay. Fine. So, have you participated in any FI to SD integration part?
Yes,
like
sir.
configuration or any errors?
configuration part.
Okay. So what are the factors that we need to consider while assigning the GL accounts, right? In VKOA. So tell me the factors.
Okay. In VKOA, we have to once we there in VKOA, we have to take care of account key and account assignment group for the customer, account assignment group for material, and account key, which is ERL for revenue, and ERS for sales reduction, or like that we have to assign it. And then chart of account, sales organization, and the condition type, type like KOFI or KOFK. KOFI is
What is the difference between KOFI and the KOFK?
KOFI is used if the company code is not activated the product hosting. KOFK will be used if the company code is activated for the product hosting. I mean, if you are using with CO, then we'll be using KOFK.
Okay, tell me about your client procurement process.
For our client, we will be buying the goods for materials like packing materials and toughened glass and all, which we will be importing from China and Indonesia. For the procurement process, it will be whenever there is a requirement of the goods, then the purchasing department has to create a purchase requisition, and once the approval and process is ready, then they have to look for the vendors and finalize asking for the quotation. And if everything is ready, then they will once the vendor is finalized, they will go for the purchase order, which we will be creating in ME 21N. And then if the purchase order, once the vendor receives the purchase order, they will release the goods to our warehouse. Once the goods is received, then there will be a goods receipt note will be updated in the system. And after the goods receipt, the vendor will send the invoice that we have to update in our system in MIRO, and then we'll have to make the payment to the vendor. So at the time of purchase order and purchase requisition, there won't be any accounting entry will be generated. But at the time of purchase goods receipt and invoice receipt, there will be an accounting entry will be generated. So this is the overall purchase to pay cycle of our client.
Okay, all right. Okay, you know iDocs, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me what kind of records that we can see in W02.
W802.
Yeah, W02. iDoc display. Tell me what kind of records are there in iDoc.
No, sir, I'm not so confident in iDoc.
Control records, data records.
Status records, yeah.
You haven't prepared?
Not yet.
Okay. So you are not confident on iDoc?
No.
Okay.
You can ask about document splitting. I'm okay.
In which area you are very strong?
Document splitting.
Document splitting. Okay. So tell me what kind of types of what kind of splittings are there?
There are mainly three kind of document splitting, which is active splitting, passive splitting, and zero balance splitting. Active splitting comes into picture when the organization needs a report which is based on any particular profit center or business area, then we can if we activate the document splitting, then we can generate the report on the basis of that particular business area or profit center, or as per the characteristics we configure into the system. So active splitting will happen at the time of invoice processing. At the time of invoice processing, we have to provide the business area or the profit center in the line item. So when it once the accounting entry is generated, it will automatically split bifurcated as the line items will for the vendor items also. In other cases,
tell me what is the zero balance splitting?
Zero balance splitting is if more than one or two line items are there and we are assigning different profit center to these line items, there will not be the when we are generating the report, the balance will not be zero. Balance will not be zero. So for that, the system will generate a line item which make the balance zero. With that, we have to make the configuration while doing the document splitting. We have to activate zero balance account while doing the configuration for that.
Okay. Okay, tell me, like, I want to make segment is constant. Okay, so where we can do this? I want to make segment is default. Default segment should come in the line item. So for which configuration I need to make?
For that, we have in business we have to create a variant for that. We have to create the.
No, I want to make the segment is default while document splitting. Like so how the line item should be splitted? Like the segment, if I'm giving as a constant, that means default. So what happened at the time of doing posting the entry and simulate in general ledger view, segment will come automatically trigger in the line item level, even if I not provide, if I not give that. So where we do that configuration?
Not in business transactions when we can.
So why we need to activate document splitting?
We need to activate the document splitting if we want to get the a report for business area wise or profit center wise. Then this document splitting will help us to get only for that specific area. If the management wants to get the report only for the specific area, then we can generate on the base on only on for that level we can generate the report.
Okay, so I will show you one example. Tell me how this invoice should be splitted.
Okay.
For example, I have 1,000. This is line item 1. And this has profit center and segment. This has profit center and segment. Account. Vendor account 2000. Vendor account and so input. So this, so how this system will split? This two line item has profit centers. Okay.
Okay.
So how the system will split for this transaction? These two are credit transfers. Credit. About two are debit.
Okay.
See, about
there will be
profit center segment. And now tell me how the system will split.
The system, one document will be generated for with vendor account, purchase account.
See how this one
purchase account related to
okay.
Totally.
See, as per the document splitting concept, okay, for vendor invoice, which kind of splitting should be applied?
For vendor?
For vendor invoice, what kind of document splitting concept will be applicable? Passive or active?
Passive. Because
passive
that will have passive splitting will happen at the time of payment. So for vendor, yes, passive splitting.
See, for input tax should have profit centered segment, right? So this one is a profit center 1, this one is profit center 1, and this one has profit centers. This two line item is profit center, and this should be balanced, right? And this should be balanced. This should have profit center and segment, right?
Okay. Yes.
Then how the system will split up? On what basis? Ratio. You know ratio? System will split based on the ratios. Expense ratios.
Yes.
Okay. And so, do you know automated payment program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me some of the scenarios which you have tested out automated payment program.
You mean the scenarios which whether the automatic payment program was working fine or not?
Yeah.
Those kind of scenarios.
Tell me some of the scenarios which you have tested in your quality system. Okay. Okay, this is end of the demo interview. Okay guys, this is end of the demo interview. Now tell me the questions which I asked is simple or easy, or this interview is hard or simple. Tell me, Smita.
So the questions were okay, simple only, normal questions only. But I was unable to answer few because I'm not so prepared well, I think.
Okay, I think how many interviews attended so far?
Only one, sir.
Only one. Okay, comparing to that and this, which one is you feel hard?
I think both are like a same kind of questions only I got. That one was a bit more harder because that was for migration and all. Which I was very blank.
I didn't ask migration part, only what I completed during the classes only.
Yes.
That I was asked. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and I need to ask another members also. So tell me, this interview is easy or hard? What kind of level? Anyone? Give your opinion here. Easy? Okay.
It's okay because I need to brush up on IDOC's topics. IDOC's are a little bit tough for me. I need to prepare more. IDOC.
Is it useful or not?
Yes. And we need to know about the automatic payment program scenario.
No, automatic payment program didn't
Yeah.
cover. Okay,
Yes,
because she is
the-
attending interview. That's the reason I asked her some of the questions which we are not.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, all right. Smita, you need to improve more. See, regarding DME, so I already told you DME, how to implement DME. Okay, and which format you need to say SIPA format. Why you are not telling about SIPA format? And how this format, block A, block B, block C, in block A, message like the country details, ISO, pain. These are all things need to explain. Okay, so don't say I'm only perfect in AP or GL. Okay, that things everyone will tell. But comparing to that and this, we explained so much stuff here.
I
Okay.
have one doubt. Like my client is one Indian client. They have only operations only in India. So can I use the
No
SIPA
problem.
format?
See, you tell to the interviewer, I got one project, DME project, 3 months DME project
Okay.
from the another client.
Okay.
I worked on 2 projects in single time.
Okay. Fine.
Yes. Okay, see, you need to make the situation. Okay, you need to create the situation. So what I am saying, you need to prepare storyboard. Storyboard means what? Storyboard is like if I ask DME, you should know about DME client details as well as what kind of formats and how this DME file